So if I draw the triangle, this is triangle ABC, and we have a length of 9, a length of 10, and a length of 16, and we don't know any angles. So if we label this is little a, little b, and little c, and then we're going to use the formula. So we're going to look to find angle A. So we want to find angle A. So measure of angle A. So this is what we need to do. So the formula, A squared is B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times the cosine of the angle so that we're finding A. So we're going to rearrange this formula. So we want to find cos of A. So we can do A squared minus B squared minus C squared divided by 2BC is equal to cos of A. And now we can substitute in the values. So A squared is 16, so we have 16 squared. B squared is 9, so that's 9 squared. And C squared is 10. And this is minus 2 times B. B is 9. And C is 10. And this is cos A. So if you put this in our calculator, so this will give us a minus 0.4167. And we need to take the, to find A, we need to find the inverse, so of minus 167. So angle A, and if we put that into our calculator, A is approximately 115 degrees. Okay, so we've got angle A. So to find angle B, we can use the law of sines. Now we know an angle. So we're going to use the sine of A over A is the sine of B over B. And we've calculated A, 115. So that's 115 over 16 is the sine of B divided by 9. So if you multiply both sides by 9, this simplifies. We'll have 9 times 115 divided by 16 will give us sine B. So in our calculator, actually that should be 9 times sine 115. So let me just correct that. So that's sine of 115. Sine, so that's 9 times sine of 115. So the angle, we're going to do sine to the minus 1, and that's of 5.97. So shift and sine, this is going to be, so angle B is going to be 30.65, which is 31 degrees. And because we know two of the angles, we can find the third. So to find the measure of angle C, we're going to minus 115 and 31. So 146, which leaves 34 degrees. So angle C is 34 degrees. So guided practice 2, solve the triangle ABC. If A is 5, B is 11 and C is 8. So again we have a triangle that we know 3 of the sides and no angles. So opposite little a, big A is little a, which is 5. Opposite B is little b, which is 11. And opposite big C is little c, which is 8. So I'm going to use formula. So a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc plus multiplied by cos A. And we're going to rearrange the formula. So a squared minus b squared minus c squared divided by 2bc is equal to cos A. So now I'm going to substitute in my values. So a squared is 5. So 5 squared. B squared is 11 squared. And c squared is 8 squared. And this is divided by minus 2 times b, which is 11, and c is 8. And this is equal to cos of A. So I'm going to put this in my calculator. So let's just double check that. So we got 25 minus 121 minus 64. So we've got minus 160 divided by minus 22 times 8, which is 176. So cos of A is minus 160 divided by minus 176, which is 10 over 11, which is 0.9090. And we need to use the inverse of this to find A. So that's going to be shift cosine of minus 176 is, so we can say A is approximately 24.62 or 25 degrees. So we've got one angle we know is 25. So we can now use the law of sines to find the measure of angle B. So we can do sine of B over little b is the sine of A over little a. And that will be, so the sine of B over 11 is the sine of 25 over 5. And if you multiply both sides by 11, this cancels out. So sine B is 11 multiplied by sine 25. And we're taking the sine inverse of sine of 0.9297 to get angle B. So B will be equal to 68.39 or 68 degrees. So we know both angles. So we have to find angle C, 180 minus 25 and 68, which is 180 minus 93. So our angle C would be 87. So we've got our three angles. So the measure of angle A is 25, the measure of angle B is 68, and the measure of C is 87.